A blind and deaf 87-year-old woman in Modesto loses her life savings. She blames her bank of nearly 5 decades.
Unbelievable. It was time to call Kurtis to investigate.
Yeah, guys, her family says the bank caught one doctor check, but days later cashed another for more than $100,000. Turns out she was the victim of check washing. That's where somebody uses chemicals to change the payee and the amount. Hard of hearing with limited vision, Adele Kaplan walks her dog. Son Mark says for weeks she's been in tears and hasn't slept after $113,000 vanished from her Bank of America account. What does this money mean to your mom?
It's her entire life savings.
A check she did write to somebody who did work for her ended up washed. The name changed to Carlos. We're blurring the last name, and the amount upped to $113,500. The bank caught it from getting cashed in Florida, but days later cashed a second fraudulent check. And it's the same exact handwriting on this one, written to a Carlos, with the same misspelling of $113,000 instead of 13. One part of Bank of America caught it and stopped it. Another part of Bank of America allowed this transaction to go through.
Correct.
The bank denied the family's fraud claim, saying the signatures matched hers.
Well, of course they do. Criminals are supposed to try to get away with a crime.
But he says the bank stood by its investigation and cut him out of the communication because his name is not on the account.
Well, neither was the person that closed and transferred the money. I don't understand these security protocols. The horse has already left the barn.
We reached out to Bank of America on how it allowed a second check to go through so quickly after catching the first fraudulent check. It couldn't tell us, but says, after receiving additional information, we reviewed the matter and have followed up with a client regarding a resolution. We are working directly with the bank that accepted the deposit of the washed check. And just like that, Adele's life savings reappeared in her account.
I didn't know where else to go. I contacted you as a last resort.
Her son sent us this video of her finding out. Well, we love that reaction. The bank says check washing is often tied to checks stolen from the mail. Experts suggest using bold black ink and don't leave any blank spaces on the payee or the amount lines. Also, if you have an elderly parent who struggles communicating, consider getting your name on the account too, so you can help them navigate if there are any problems. B of A says in this case, it's now working the criminal aspect of this to see if they can catch the fraudster.